The Western Cape is shaping up to be South Africa's own Silicon Valley. Hypernova has been one of the most exciting startups so far to emerge from the Stellenbosch Cape Town Tech University. Co-founder Jonathan Lund's company created a unique innovation to move satellites around in space.
If you think of an engine that's pushing a satellite, normally you think of something that's emitting gas in a sort of a little thruster, and it's got a pressure tank and a valve, and usually those systems are quite complicated and very expensive. We've completely changed that. It uses a combination of electricity that goes into a circuit and actually generates a little pulse of energy that vaporizes the metal and turns it into a very ionized hot puff of gas that then creates your thrust.
Further to that, Hypernova uses groundbreaking technology to source fuel anywhere in the galaxy.
Older propulsion systems are using these rare and exotic fuels that can only be found on Earth. And what we've done is completely decoupled that and linked it to abundant metals, which can be found and mined on Earth, but it can also be found and mined in space, and then processed and put into a rocket to be flown into space, or actually extracting that metal from the moon, or from space junk, or from an asteroid, and turning that into a fuel source.
The hub raked up close to $90 billion in investment just in 2020. Many of the 450 companies, including Hypernova, worked with Stellenbosch University Launch Lab, an initiative for budding African entrepreneurs.
What we really look for are really smart technical people. They could be coders, they could be cooks, they could be engineers. Jonathan came through here. He did have a space here for a while. We did some work with him on his business model, and now they're really taking off.
South Africa's tech industry is one of the few that flourished during the 18-month COVID-19 lockdown. 40,000 jobs were added in the Western Cape tech sector.
The point of all these things is to create impact, to build sustainable, profitable companies, to create jobs. If you raise your hand and say, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to build a great company, we're going to work directly with you. We're going to be the shoulder to cry on. We're going to be the strategy advice in the background.
COVID-19 has been disastrous for many industries as unemployment shot to a record 24.4%. The growth in the tech sector has been a silver lining in this battered economy. Julie Shara, CGTN, Cape Town, South Africa.